Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, those of you watching in Singapore, I welcome you to Customary Conversions. I do not understand why you'd be watching Customary Conversions if you're in Singapore, because only 3 countries use customary system of measurement. Just 3. I don't know the other 2, they're probably not that important anyway. Alright, so today we're going to talk about customary length. When we're measuring length in the customary system. Like feet, yards, miles, inches. That is the customary system of measurement for length, distance. Length or distance. Now, I instructed all of you several weeks ago to get one of these formula charts. So you would have one if you followed that direction. If you didn't follow that direction, you also have it on your electronic journal. Unless you're watching in Singapore, you don't have access to the electronic journal that I made. So you may have to search this on the interweb. But a little trick here when doing customary conversions or even metric conversions. If you are given a bigger measurement and changing to a smaller measurement, that means you're going to multiply. If you're given a smaller measurement and changing it to a bigger measurement, that means you're going to divide. So let's look at 4 examples where we'll practice this and you can see how it works. The first example we have 216 inches equals blank feet. 216 inches equals blank feet. Now, which is smaller, inches or feet? Inches. Inches. And they give us the inches. So whatever they give us, that's what we're starting with. They give us the inches. We said that's smaller. We're changing to feet, so that means we're going to divide. Think of this as the division sign with the bar, and then my head's the top dot, my fat belly's the second dot. Okay? So, changing from inches to feet, that means divide. Now we have to figure out what we're going to divide by. When we're talking feet and inches, 1 foot equals 12 inches. 1 foot equals 12 inches. So we're going to divide 216 inches by 12. And that's going to give us the number of feet in 216 inches. Does 12 go into 2? No. Does 12 go into 21? No. That means I'm going to have a tens place and a ones place in my quotient. How many times does 12 go into 21? 1. 12, so that's 8. 9, is that right? 9? 21 minus 12, that's 9, right? Yeah. Now we have 110. We have to figure out how many times 12 goes into 96, which is 8. And 8 times 12 is 96. And so 216 inches equals 8 feet. I have a friend who has 8 feet.
18 feet.
That's a joke.
18 feet, right?
I don't know anybody. Oh, I'm sorry, 18 feet. Thank you. 18 feet. All right, the second problem we're doing, we're changing, we are given the feet, 34 feet, we're changing it to inches. Which is bigger? Feet or inches? Feet. So we're changing from the bigger, because that's what they tell us, from feet to the smaller, which is inches. That means we multiply. Feet are bigger than inches. We're starting with feet. We're changing to inches. So that means it's a multiplication problem. We can go to our formula chart if you have one in your journal or your notebook or the electronic journal, or you look it up on the interweb. And you can see 1 foot equals 12 inches. And since feet to inches is multiply, we're going to multiply 34 times 12. Earlier I did 34 times 10. And then 34 times 2, because I can do those two in my head, and then I just added it together. I'm just saying that's a little easier trick, because I know 34 times 10 is 340, because I'm just moving that decimal point one place to the right. 34 times 2 is, what, 68. Then I can add 340 and 68. Then you get 8, 0, 408. If I did my math right. And I didn't write down any wrong numbers or forget any numbers. We are going 73 yards equals how many feet? Which are bigger, yards or feet? Yards. So since we know the yards, and we're changing 2 feet, that means multiply. Yards, feet, multiply. And we have to go back and look at our formula chart. 1 yard equals 3 feet. 1 yard equals 3 feet. And since we've already figured out, we're going to have to multiply. We're going to do 73 times 3, and in a moment Thomas is going to tell me what the answer is.
Okay. 219.
219. So 73 yards equals 219 feet. Now we're going from miles to feet. Which are bigger, miles or feet? Miles. So we know the miles. That's what we're starting with. We're changing to the feet. That means it's a multiplication problem too. Do we know how many feet are in 1 mile?
No.
We do?
No. Wait, no.
So how would I figure out how many feet are in 1 mile?
Get the yards from 1 mile and divide it by the feet, I think.
Good. The number of yards in 1 mile is 1,760. Okay? But each yard is 3 feet. So if I multiply 1,760 times 3, that's going to tell me that 1 mile equals 5,280 feet. 1 mile equals 5,280 feet, yes. So now we have to multiply 5,280, because there's 5,280 feet in 1 mile. We have to multiply that by 2 because it's asking us for 2 miles. And Thomas, that gives us
10,500.
10,500 or 10,560?
500. No, 60.
560. 10,560. Doesn't matter if we're talking length, if we're talking capacity or volume, if we're talking weight. If they give you the bigger one and you change to the smaller one, it's multiply. If they give you the smaller one and you change to the bigger one, it's divide. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Boom! Shakalaka. Peace out. God bless. Love you. Do something kind today. Save the bees.